So one thing that I'm taking action on big this week, going to be getting out, even though the weather isn't exactly cooperating with me, going to be getting out a little more aggressive for the rest of the year because of the fact that, number one, there's two things going on at the same time here locally with all of my pre-foreclosure leads. Two things at the same time hitting them that make it so that basically I've got the ones that are very late in stages that are highly motivated right now because the courts are moving them along much faster than they usually do. They're trying to just get them to the point of a fucking decision as quickly as possible so that they're not sitting and lingering for too long. The other thing is, with the new delinquencies that are growing, it's it's definitely getting completely and totally fucking out of control. Quite frankly, with FHA loans alone, just with FHA loans, we are literally within a fractional fucking percentage of being as bad default wise as we were in 2008, which for the past 2 years, they've really suppressed the hell out of it. I've got to admit, I was wrong. I was wrong. Earlier this year, even at the event in February, I was saying that residential owner occupied mortgages were not really in that much danger because I wasn't seeing much of it. We were only at 3 million. And out of those 3 million, to be candid, which is important to understand, this is a hard thing to convey, but out of those 3 million that we had at the beginning of the year, about 1.5 million of them were people that had already been struggling before the whole COVID came about, you know. But we're now over 6.3 million. And the newer 3.3 million that have been added this year, those are brand new defaults. And those are defaults because of cost of living. Those are defaults because they ran out of savings. Those are defaults because they have all of their credit cards maxed out and some of their credit cards over limit. That's what is leading these defaults at this point in time. When you see how sharply something is occurring, there's a weird whistling noise here that's driving me fucking crazy. Sorry. Sometimes when you see these types of things occurring, you can observe a pattern to it. And the pattern is right now, the defaults are growing much faster than they were growing even a year ago. They're growing much, much faster because even though the inflation has slowed down, that doesn't mean prices are going back down at all. All it means is they're not growing as aggressively as they were. But still, prices are growing every fucking month on absolutely everything. And it's priced a lot of people out of being able to keep up with their basic necessities like shelter and their car notes and things like that. So basically, things got a lot worse for owner occupants than I anticipated. Another interesting fact, though, out of the people that have fallen behind, it's an abnormally large percentage of people that purchased between 2021, 2022, and even early 2023 that are now falling behind. FHA loans are by far the leading category of defaulted loans. So as a result of that, most servicers are going to be doing streamlined FHA